Oh, no.
No worries.
Well, what are your thoughts firstly going into this Manchester City game, having drawn them and the opportunity that presents itself?
Yeah, it's an exciting time for the club. So yeah, all the girls are absolutely buzzing to play. Obviously, some of the top lionesses, and yeah, it'll be a great experience for everyone.
How big a moment is this for the Ipswich women's team?
Yeah, absolutely huge. I think it's the biggest in history for us so far. Yeah, going to be unbelievable experience for everyone.
Do you think you're going some way to changing people's perceptions of the women's game and the Ipswich women's team?
Yeah, definitely. I think the World Cup has helped that. Obviously, improved the interest in women's football. But yeah, definitely like this draw for us has helped build our fan base as well. So yeah, brilliant.
And how have you been coping with all the extra attention around the match?
Yeah, it's good, but we've been having to try and put that to the back of our mind to concentrate on our league as well, because obviously importantly we need to make sure that results are going for us in that, and but it's always been in the back of our mind. So yeah, it's been hard to not think about it, but yeah, it's really good.
And has it been strange to sort of be reading all about you, to be hearing all about you, to be seeing on the TV? I mean, the Ipswich women's team the last few weeks has been everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. It's been great because obviously we've not had this publicity since the years I've been here. So yeah, to get that attention and obviously bring in the fans for us, and yeah, it's only going to help build the club.
Good luck.
Cheers, thank you.
Katie,
Joe, obviously it would have been good to have gone into this weekend with having had a game last week, and obviously it was called off. City, of course, played Wednesday. You went up to see that. Do you think there's going to be a difference in fitness with City having played this week, you guys having not played for a couple of weeks?
No, I was quite pleased that game was off. I think, yeah, I think it's no secret that a lot of our younger players complement our senior group, and yeah, we seem to be having games every 3 or 4 days at the moment. So yeah, I think with the game being off last week was okay for us. It gave you an opportunity to rest a few. And yeah, we had a game Wednesday as well. So I think fitness wise, I don't think you tend to lose it at this stage of the season. Unless you're going weeks without a game, the rest can sometimes be really helpful.
Obviously, you went up to Manchester, watched the game with Bristol. What did you make of the opposition while you were up there?
Yeah, well-oiled machine. A team that you can tell. I know Nick's departed, but a team that you can tell have had something very clear in place for a significant amount of time, and when you put that sort of clear strategy and way of doing things with some of the best players in the world, you get results, and that's what they get. I think that was their 11th win in a row. Just a great stat for us to hear as we approach the game. But yeah, an excellent team. And I know Nick's left, but the team is still there. They'll continue doing what they're doing, and yeah, it'd be a huge challenge for us.
Are you talking there? Nick Cushing obviously left a bit of Ipswich Town on the opposite bench with Alan Mann. He said this week he's not going to make it easy, and they want to build a bit of momentum. Obviously, you're sort of ready there to try and break that down after his first game.
Yeah, and I think him being new to the role, he'll want to make a good impression. He'll want to try and prove that he's able to continue doing what they've been doing. And yeah, they won't take us lightly, because I know, when you step into something for the first time, you want to make a good impression, as I say, and yeah, they'll want to progress in this competition because they won it last year, and yeah, we won't be taken lightly. I think they'll go as strong as they could possibly go, bar the odd change, which again makes it even more difficult for ourselves.
We were talking to Lou Wilson earlier in the week. She said they came out after having had the draw, listening to you, feeling like they could win this game. How important is attitude going to be from your players when they head up there?
It's massive, and I was saying earlier that we've put a culture in place within our group over the last 18 months that has some behaviours and values that we really stick by, and with those behaviours, belief and in that is a real key bit for us, and we always emphasise being fearless because we have to go into games and be able to step up and face whoever we're facing. And we've stuck by that for a long time now. And over the last year or so, it's proved to be the foundation of our work. And I think that when you build something and you get a player buy-in, which is what we have in terms of that fearless approach and a belief that they can be unstoppable, you can't just turn it off. You can't just say, well, now it's going to change this week because of who we're playing. You know, that's us. That's what we stand for. And yeah, we know the goal for the task, but we have incredible belief, and we prepare extremely well for every single game we play. We're very fortunate with the resources we have and the analysis we're able to do, and the staff we're able to contact to help support us with our planning. And yeah, we will go into that game believing that we can progress, because I think we have to. I think a lot of teams that probably play in the Super League, that play against Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester City, I don't feel maybe they truly believe they can get something out of games. You know, there'd have been results that you could look at and think, you know, have they conceded that many? And yeah, I do think that, you know, teams can be organised and they can work hard, but I think unless you really have that belief, I think it can be a really long old day. And you know, we're going to make sure that we are fearless and we believe we can progress, because if we don't, not only are we going against what we truly believe in, we're also probably making it more difficult for ourselves.
Amanda, there's over 400 fans hoping to travel up this weekend. What sort of difference does that away support make for you guys?
It's going to be amazing for us to have that support, and you know, it's brilliant that they're going to travel up and support us for that, and we'll definitely recognise that when we're on the pitch, that they're behind us, and like Joe said, really for us to give us belief. And I think a lot of them have got a lot of belief in us from watching us previous in the season. So yeah, we just need to go out there and be like, play with no fear.
I think Jason, in the lead up to the last game, you guys were sort of very calm and measured, sort of in the hotel before that Huddersfield game. Is that the sort of atmosphere you're hoping to have again this weekend?
Yeah, hopefully. I think that will be key to obviously the preparation for the game. But yeah, I think, you know, if we can you know, be relaxed before, it's going to be hard not to be excited, because overall everyone is excited for this game. It's the biggest game of their life so far, I should think. It'll be key for us to be relaxed.
I guess one last question for both of you. Any concerns about the weather this weekend, having got rid of your plans last weekend? Doesn't look like it's going to be a good trip up tomorrow.
The wetter the better.
Wetter the better, did you say?
Yeah.
That could be a great level, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was something we looked at when the draw was made. You know, if only if it was at Felixstowe, a ground that, you know, we're familiar with, and the bobbly pitch and the open air. That'd been great. But you know, obviously now it being at their stadium, you know, their comfort, something they're familiar with on their nice pitch, with the sprinklers and the wonderful atmosphere and place that it is, you know, it does play into their favour. So yeah, any bit of support we can get from wind and rain, we'll certainly take that.
Have you been to watch City?
Yeah, I went Wednesday. I've been up there before, but yeah, I wanted to go and watch Wednesday because we've got a lot of footage on them, and we do watch a lot, but sometimes you can get a little bit different when you watch it live, and the pace of the game and the speed in which it's all done out. I wanted to make sure I got used to that. We brought the boys in Tuesday. They were really helpful to help us get up to speed, because we're not gonna play the team that play as quickly as them and as physical as them. So we have to try and adapt. We can't create that ourselves. So yeah, I went up to watch them Wednesday, and wanted to see if the new manager had changed anything as well. So yeah.
Very young team, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. Yeah. You know, we've had a good project here for a couple of years now with an academy set up that we were really looking to build. We'd identified at the start of the season really that off the back of last year, it might be the right time to start drip feeding them into the senior setup. And we know we've got a lot of senior players that some playing regularly, some don't, but they all add extreme value to what we're trying to achieve. Because of who they are as people and what they offer us. So they've been really important, but we just felt we needed a bit of younger blood, we needed a bit more pace, we needed a bit more energy and a bit more bit more enthusiasm, you know, and we brought them in, and as I say, they've really complemented the current seniors that we've got on board, and yeah, it's been a good recipe for us so far.
I wish you well. The preparations are going well, are they?
They are, yeah. So we prepare very well for every team we play. Sometimes you can't get as much out of, I think, particularly at our level, you don't get much out of teams. You know, there doesn't seem to be any sort of common trends or way of doing things. So when we tend to prepare for a lot of teams at our level, it's more about what we're doing. Sometimes our academy games on a Wednesday where we play Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City as an example, we do put a bit more in because of what we know. And yeah, this one we probably drummed it up a little bit more because of really what opposition do. You know, I think that the better level teams you play, the more they adapt, and the more you have to adapt should they adapt. So yeah, we've certainly done our own work, and we'll try and put a strategy in place that can best suit us to get a result.
And Amanda, you've been at the club a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been at the club for about 14 years now. So yeah, I've seen quite a few changes over them years. Do feel like one of the older ones in the squad. But yeah, no, I think like Joe said, that the seniors complement the younger players and vice versa. So it works well.
Could you ever have envisaged that you would get to this stage in a national competition and have all the spotlight on you like this? When you first set out?
I think you know, heading into this season, yes, I could have done, but previously probably not. It would have been just like a bit of stroke of luck. But I truly believe that we've earned the right to be where we are.
Can you see the time coming when you might be earning a wage?
Sorry, say that again.
Can you see the time coming when you might be earning a wage?
Myself, I don't know. I'm probably getting to the end of my career now, but yes, definitely some of the players in the squad. Yes, I think like Joe said in previous interviews, they can create their own pathway to the top to be able to earn a full-time wage doing this.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was just going to ask, the club's come on a long way in a relatively short space of time, hasn't it? We were talking on the radio with Lee O'Neill last week, and the last sort of 2.5 years it's really progressed, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think over these last 2 years, more so this season, the club has progressed leaps and bounds really compared to previous seasons, and obviously me being here quite a long time, I've recognised that. So yeah.
It was only a couple of years ago that FA Cup tie was called off because you couldn't raise a team, I think someone said.
I think so. I can't remember if it was that one or whether it was. I can't remember if it was that one or not.
But it's obviously it's vastly different scenario now, and you've got kind of a big squad and youngsters coming through, and hopes. I mean, you're not just looking to get into the next division; you're looking to get sort of 2 divisions ahead of that, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously we've got a big squad, so obviously there's probably not a chance of that happening. Touch wood, but yeah, I think definitely gonna able to progress further in the future.
So this might not be the first time. It might not be the only time you progress this far in the FA Cup.
No, may well not be. You know, this game might not be the last in the competition. So you know, we have to go out there and believe.
Can I just ask about, you talked about sort of the Man City players that a lot of the girls will have watched on the telly in the summer, the Lionesses. How important not to get overawed by the sort of calibre of player once you get in that tunnel out on the pitch on Sunday, both of you guys?
Yeah, I think, you know, yeah, myself and I think some of our players would have been out in the World Cup last year watching, you know, some of these players we're going to come up against, and yeah, this is a little bit different. I mean, we've not actually banned talking about it. You know, it's an exciting period for us, so I didn't want to sort of put it to bed and that's it until it comes around. We know we've openly spoke about it and been excited about it, and that's been great. To be honest, I don't know if they'll be a bit starstruck because it's not a situation we've been in. What I do know is that, and we've played big games. You know, Huddersfield in the previous round at the stadium for the first time, and again we coped that really well. You know, it was a big game, but it wasn't the biggest game we've played in. And you know, our biggest game brought out a lot of characteristics and a lot of expectation and pressure on us. Back against Norwich in September with a lot of people in attendance and a lot of pressure with who was watching and the expectation on us against our rivals. So that was a really big game for us, and I think our younger players felt the pressure and expectation that night. So as far as we're concerned, because of the timing of it, and again, 90% of the fans watching would have not seen us before. The manager being there with Lee, Brian, and some first team players, like I said, that was a really big game for us. So any game that might be perceived as a big game since then has not really fazed us because of the experience we had that night. So yeah, that was the same against Portsmouth. It was the same against Huddersfield, and like I said, I think this Sunday will be no different.
Same for you, Amanda, when you stood in the tunnel, when you're looking across to the type of players you're going to be up against, you have to put all that to one side once the whistle blows?
Yeah, I think so, yeah, definitely, but I know a lot of the girls are looking forward to playing the girls that they aspire to be like in the future, so yeah, it will be hard to put that to the back of the mind, but I'm sure that the girls will be able to do that.
You've got me believing, the two of you, so